When you think about pure driving pleasure, balanced engineering, and a car that connects the driver to the road in a way few vehicles can, the Porsche Cayman almost always comes to mind. This sports car has carved its own identity in the Porsche lineup, standing alongside the legendary 911, yet offering something unique in terms of handling and feel. Today we're diving into a complete review of the Porsche Cayman, looking at its exterior design, interior features, performance on the road, and finally, the pricing that determines who this car is really for. Starting with the exterior, the Cayman is unmistakably Porsche. Its proportions are compact, low-slung, and athletic, but it never tries too hard. The silhouette is clean, flowing from the sculpted front to the muscular rear haunches. Unlike the 911, which carries its engine in the back, the Cayman is a mid-engine sports car, and you can immediately see the effect of that layout in its balanced stance. The headlights have that familiar Porsche DNA with sharp LED outlines, giving it a focused and purposeful look. The front air intakes aren't just for show, they feed air to cool the radiators and also help with aerodynamic efficiency. On the sides, you get bold air intakes carved just behind the doors, channeling air directly to the mid-mounted engine. Moving to the back, the Cayman has a wide and confident posture, with a sleek, integrated spoiler that can rise and lower depending on speed. The taillights are slim and modern, wrapping around the edges to emphasize width. Dual exhaust outlets sit neatly at the center of the rear bumper, reminding you this car is built for performance. Wheels range from 18 inches on the base model up to larger, sportier designs on the Cayman S and GTS versions, all filling out the arches nicely and giving the car that planted, ready-to-pounce attitude. Step inside, and the Porsche attention to detail immediately becomes clear. The interior of the Cayman is a blend of sport-focused ergonomics and high-quality materials. You sit low, almost cocooned in the cabin, with the dashboard and center console tilted slightly toward the driver. Everything feels designed for driving. The steering wheel is slim and perfectly sized, with controls that don't clutter the design but are easy to reach. Paddle shifters on PDK-equipped models feel crisp and satisfying. The materials are what you'd expect from Porsche: premium leather, soft-touch plastics, brushed aluminum, and optional carbon fiber or Alcantara trims for those who want an even sportier vibe. The seats are firm, supportive, and built to hold you in place through corners without being uncomfortable for longer drives. Even though the Cayman is a two-seater, practicality hasn't been completely forgotten. Thanks to its mid-engine layout, you actually get two luggage compartments, a front trunk, or front, that's surprisingly usable, and a rear cargo area behind the engine. Together, they offer more space than you might think, making the Cayman more practical for road trips than most people assume. Technology inside the Cayman is understated but effective. The infotainment system is centered on a touchscreen with crisp graphics, navigation, Apple CarPlay, and premium audio options like the Bose or Burmester systems. Porsche doesn't overload the cabin with gimmicky tech, instead focusing on essentials that enhance the driving experience. The instrument cluster keeps an analog tachometer front and center, a clear signal that revs and engine response are still the main event. Now let's talk about performance, the area where the Cayman truly shines. The beauty of this car lies not just in how fast it goes, but in how it delivers that speed and control. The base Cayman comes with a turbocharged 2.0-liter, four-cylinder engine producing around 300 horsepower. That's enough to send the car from 0 to 60 in just about 4.9 seconds with the dual-clutch PDK transmission. Step up to the Cayman S, and you get a larger 2.5-liter turbocharged four-cylinder with around 350 horsepower, dropping that acceleration time to about 4.4 seconds. For even more excitement, the Cayman GTS, GT4, and now the Cayman GT4 rupees bring naturally aspirated six-cylinder engines, delivering anywhere from 394 horsepower to over 490 horsepower in the RS. These versions bring a scream to the redline that enthusiasts crave. But raw numbers only tell part of the story. The Cayman is about balance. With the engine mounted in the middle, the car has near-perfect weight distribution, which translates into incredible handling. Steering is precise, communicative, and confidence-inspiring. It feels agile, nimble, and eager to dive into corners, yet it remains stable and composed even at high speeds. Porsche Active Suspension Management, optional sport exhaust systems, and adaptive dampers let you tailor the car's behavior to your mood, whether you're carving through twisty roads, hitting the racetrack, or just cruising through the city. Another key point is the gearbox options. Porsche offers both a slick 6-speed manual and the lightning-fast PDK dual-clutch automatic. The manual is a purist green, with short, precise throws and a clutch that feels natural, making you feel directly connected to the machine. The PDK, on the other hand, is faster, more efficient, and perfect for those who want both performance and convenience. Either way, the Cayman delivers an engaging drive that few cars in its segment can match. In terms of comfort, the Cayman manages to strike a solid balance. It's sporty and firm, but not punishing. Long highway journeys are surprisingly pleasant, and cabin noise is well controlled, especially with the windows up and the sport exhaust dialed back. When you want drama, just hit the sport button, and the exhaust opens up to deliver that unmistakable Porsche growl. Now, let's address pricing, because this is where things get interesting. In the United States, the base Cayman starts at just over $60,000. The Cayman S moves closer to $72,000, and the GTS pushes beyond $80,000. The hardcore GT4 models cross well into